Hey everybody, I'm back. So, carrying on this work, looking at our top actresses, those Oscar winners, trying to understand their careers a little bit better. So at the end of last stream, we got to this stage where we was passing out these different careers, so understanding when their age comes into the question, how do their films perform. In many cases, they will do much better than the average film published at that time, which is good. We see some variations on different kind of views here. Again, Betty Davis rules supreme is the word. Meryl Streep is also coming out quite highly as well Kate Blanchett. So, been interesting to bring in age into this concept as well, and try and work out what we're going to do with all these different stories we've got going on here. So I've been away, I've had a little think about what I might want to do with this one going forward. So got some suggestions up there on the top, but the idea is that I've had a little look around for a bit of design inspiration. So I came to Pinterest. So Pinterest is great for finding different images, different looks and feel if you're looking up a topic. So I went here and I thought that actually this trail that we had earlier really reminds me of kind of that film kind of reel. Let's try and get them both on screen. So if I got my film can here, so this sort of film reel, trying to match it to this, I thought might be quite interesting, or quite see how it goes in terms of a visual. So you can have a film can here, like that circular look here, followed then by this reel of the film itself coming out to display how the films went over that time. I thought it might be quite an interesting take on this. It's like a nice visual metaphor to know that we're talking about film stars here, which I thought might quite tie into this these line charts quite nicely. So it was that. I was also thinking about trying to find something, so an avenue to describe these different stories to these different people. And what I was thinking was, well, could you take, say, what would the typical Oscar-winning career look like, and try and pivot it from there. So you could use that as your first talking point. That usually an actress will win an Oscar in their mid-20s, and then they'll go on to do some better films, and then they'll tail off to other stuff later on in their careers. Maybe that is a nice way to talk about it as a central piece, and then from that you can talk about those that buck the trend, if you like. So things like Betty Davis's career, huge career going on here, as well as trying to explain some of these other ones as well, like Jane Wyman, or what's happened here, or despite the fact that this is the dip in the films she appeared in didn't perform very well, weren't highly rated, but she was still able to get an Oscar in this one. So this is quite a nice story. The fact that your early career didn't matter so much, it was here that you made an impact, but also this didn't change much, that you still appeared in pretty average films from there out. So this is the plan anyway, and certainly some that say if all those actresses end up having to get the role in their mid-20s, what happens here, for some people like Sophia Loren, who gets an Oscar in when they're in the 50s. It's that might be a nice story to talk about there. What else? And yeah, so highlighting those differences to find that sort of typical look, that typical actress career. Okay, so we're probably going to start there. As always, this is been on my Tableau Public for a little while, trying to get it finished off now. I've also been having the code up here on GitHub as well, so people can go and follow along with that. But yeah, let's dive back into this, see what we can learn. I also have GitR ready. So we've got all the code sort of sitting in R as well. Just get that ready. So that's all good to go. Because that's the main problem with this, is the datasets are quite large, so loading them in becomes quite time consuming. So we'll just do that to start with. So bring in my libraries. Cool. And then we'll get this all. We'll just put that all together, and we'll just leave R to do that. And let's dive back into this. Okay, so we should be able to take one of these and then just say, hey, let's duplicate this. Let's get rid of the decade. Let's get rid of the genres. And then let's go from here. So this was like the typical kind of view we had before, and obviously it's mental. Far too much going on here to really pull out a story. But what if we got rid of those actresses? Primary name. What is this? Edit this table calculation, so instead of just do it by age. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's because it's doing the total sum. It's not doing. Let's think about, could we get the median? Ooh. I don't feel this is quite calculating as I expected, but it's kind of, even this kind of shows you again. Okay, not so great in the early career. A little bit tails off early 20s, and then land the Oscar again, sort of like, yeah, looks like 25 to 35 is the year you land the Oscar, and then career accelerates from there. But what we'll do is we'll go and take like an average. We'll go and take the total out of all of this, and then see from there. We could also look at what an actress's career looks like if she doesn't win an Oscar as well. One thing I also wanted to do is look at, so you know how like film reels, like it's not like a consistent line, you can have turns in it, so it will show up larger than others. I was wondering whether you could add in, say, the number of films here to the line to make it a bit thicker. Years they did more films. It's probably not going to look like what I want it to, but it was an idea. So what are we doing here? Primary total. So I can do a count of that. Bring that over here. Number of films. Ooh. That does. It kind of works. Okay, let's see if I can just keep only this one. Yeah, that works much better than I thought it would, if I'm honest. So here you can see Betty Davis did a lot of films early on in the career. So 9 different films. Then, yeah, the year she got the Oscar, 5 films. And then much fewer as time went on. Don't know if you could make that bigger. If we change the color, we change it to much darker color, like a sort of grey black. Yeah. Diverging. Again, I want it sort of like a grey black. It doesn't look great, but okay. So I'll probably do the actual darkness here in a different colour, or the Oscar year in a different colour. But I'm okay with this actually. This is better than I thought it was going to be, which is nice. So yeah, and this still doesn't look right to me. It's like some kind of, like, you remember playing like Worm on your phone. No, not Worm, a Snake on your phone. What's going on here? Yeah, no. Hey, that looks kind of cool and artistic, I'll say that, but I'll stick to that for now. Okay, cool. So I'm happy with that. With that, we can get rid of that. Move that one. It looks even more mad. Okay. Okay, cool. So now all I've got to do is just do a lot of maps. So I'm going to go into R, and I'm going to think of what we're going to do next. Okay, so all our data is loaded in, which is cool. So look, let's go DF. Okay, so of all these individual actresses that all won Oscars, and the names of, let's go DF. So we want to know okay, yeah, so we want to know, we're basically going to work out this difference, aren't we? So we're going to work out, we want to know their year, how old they are, we want to know the year of the film, we also want to know the average range for all those films. Yeah, and then we can do the calculation of year of the film minus the average rating for the film on that year, average rating of all films that year, work out that calculation, then sum it by the year of our actresses. Do we even have that in here? Do we calculate it in Tableau? Oh yeah. Or we'd have something like an age of filming. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just can't read. Okay. So I can go and say make a typical data frame is, let's go DF, just subset it down to, okay, so we want age of filming, yep, we want, was it start year? We want, where is it? Number of votes, average rating. Average rating. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go put this in this script just so I've got it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just called. So let's build a factor called net rating. This is average rating minus we'd also want to probably know the number of titles as well. Okay, that's fine to do. I'm gonna keep this. Well, I can work this out. Okay, so I can do the head of that. Yeah, okay, that brings that in. So okay, so I just need to aggregate this. It's kind of typical career. This. So we need to group by. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Let's not make this too hard. Let's just copy and paste what we've got. Group by. So you want to group by age of filming. And we want to do. Okay, so we want to get a sum of net rating we also want to do a count. Do a count of net rating. Okay, how does this look? Is it tally? If I remember right, is it you could do tally too? I can spell it. Damn it. Okay, never mind, I will just go and add, like, can add film, go and add one, just sum that. Okay, does that want to work? Cool. career. Okay, so we also need a count, I suppose, of the number of actresses this relates to as well. So I'm not saying at 16 that you'll appear in 7 or 15 you'll appear in 9 films. This doesn't feel very typical to me. Yeah, so let's bring in our, we'll just do inconst. And we also need Oscar as well. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so we know that for each of this actress, they were 10 years old and they appeared in 1 film. So we can now try and make this into like the average. Okay, so how do I do count distinct? Count distinct by group. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll just do is aggregate. No, we can't just go straight for this and go total actresses equals const. Come on. Okay, so we've got this, we've got that total. So okay, so now we can divide the rest of this by this, I guess. So yeah, typically you will might appear in some early stuff and then later stuff. Okay, yeah. So if I go typical career and go average net rating equals and then take total net rating divided by number of total actresses. Average films. Okay, and I'm just gonna write that to a CSV just to see how it looks. Okay, cool. Let's find that file. Oh. Find that file. Actually, we can just open it up in Tableau, can't we? So if I go new data sort and go text file, that's a different project. IMDB careers and go actresses typical career. Okay, cool. And go into new one. Get rid of that. So I want my age of filming to be a dimension. Cool. I probably want that columns. And then I'm gonna go, so what's your average net rateable? Okay. And have that as a running total. Okay, okay. Huh. So it does look kind of the same. And then have your total number of films here too. Okay. So, oh, average number of films. I'm not saying anyone does 900 films. Was it 99 films? There's probably some survivorship bias in this as well. Yeah. Okay. So when is the average year you get an Oscar? This looks so clean and consistent. It's almost like unreal that it would be this. That was the view we had to start with. So yeah, so it kind of seems like your typical career is that you would get an Oscar and then potentially like you would always be a point, like 0.1 or between 0.5 or 0.1 ahead compared to the typical film of the day. Huh. Okay, cool. Average number of films, add that. So funny comparing this to this. So yeah, so this tops out at 53, and so this that can't be right. Or maybe we should do like a... Is it like a weighted index or something? So... yeah, maybe we should do out of like the entire constituent. So... okay, how many actresses do we have again? Unique Oscar DF inconst. Don't make me count them. Just tell me how many. Yeah, 76. So 76 actresses. Yeah. So times this by that divided by 76 times that by that divided by 76. Cool. We also need Oscars in there. Do it again. Unknown column called Oscar. Oh yeah, because we don't have it. Let's go here and call it total Oscars. Saying as well, so just want to make sure that this is right. So typical career. Okay, so no one got the Oscar then. So if I bring that a little bit more. Okay, so out of 26 actresses, one got an Oscar. Okay, so you got okay, so you could do okay, so you could do total number of Oscars divided by actresses. Okay, I think it works. Total Oscars. Done that. Right. Tableau. Let's see how this changes. Okay. Didn't think it was going to look like that. Let's go dimension. That onto color. Oh no, it's not. this one. Okay, so right, gotta sort out the maths. Okay. Or what if I just do the complete total net rating and divide it by 76? Yeah. Okay, so a few of them are in some films. At times. Another bracket. What's going on here? Okay. But that's not right. Okay, so average films is so is any different? So average films Yeah, no, so this is where things are messing up. Okay. So yeah, so it's like you have a number of actresses 35 and you have a total number of films 82. So they don't all go and appear in 38 films. So you'd really think they appear in like 2 films when they're okay. Or they'd appear in 1 and a bit. Yeah, if we do the total number of films divided by 76. Okay. Come on then. Back to here. So, average number of films. What's going on with this? Let's have a look. So that divided by 76, that makes sense. So it's like, okay, so 60%. Yeah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, CSV. Yeah, okay, this makes more sense. They appear in like 1 or 2 films. Yep. Okay, we need to redo this. Average net rating, and then do your running total. Okay, so it's still kind of the same shape. You know, Oscar chances have severely gone down. So yeah, bring that in as like bar. So you could almost do a running total of this. So this should, yeah, add up to 1. Okay, it goes beyond 1. Oh yeah, because you can win more than 1 Oscar. That makes sense there. So Okay, so this is still like neat analysis. So it's kind of like interesting like analysis here. So you have a 20% chance of getting it by 26. If you don't, you can then 50% chance at 30s. Getting your Oscar. Try and find the point. Yeah, so around about like, so after 45, 90% of actresses have an Oscar. Okay, so we should do it the first Oscar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do it the first Oscar, but this still gives like a rough indication of what's going on here. Okay. So, is that right though? Average number of films. Okay, yeah, okay, this is scaled much more down. Okay, so let's start doing something with this. So if I fix it, say hypothetically year 0, go up to year 100. No, we don't want a range. Let's start with 800 by something or other. Let's do that for now. So I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put my blanks in here. Do that, and then I'm going to sheet 18 in there. I think that's how you spell all that. I'll probably change it later. This is all just like mock-up sort of stuff, so get rid of that. We want this is fixed the same as ours, so if it goes -5 to 55. This is cool. Oh, okay. I've got a notification that my wife is coming and I'm meant to be at the station to pick her up. Okay, so I'm going to get myself out of the doghouse. I will go see her there in a second. I will leave things here. I hope you're all keeping well for the holidays. So seeing how this view progresses, I will be back very soon. I'm going to save this and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye.